Welcome to the 10th episode of Qapsule. Let's consume, learn, and excel. A digital series dedicated to enrich your understanding about quality concepts at Tata Steel. The present market scenario is very competitive. We need to look into all the aspects of the business. Often you might have felt that many jobs that we do at our workplace do not add value. Whether it is unnecessary movements of the product, long setup time of equipment, waiting for raw materials, or wrong information leading to defects. These non-value adding activities are wastes. They consume time and resources but do not add value to the main job. One way of looking at these wastages is in the form of TIMWOODS, an easy way to remember a few forms of quality wastages. TIMWOODS does not cover all the forms of quality wastages that occur in a manufacturing or services setup. However, it gives a view of how one can segregate and get rid of maximum waste from the system, and this is our topic for this episode. So let's meet Mr. TIMWOODS, the king of Q waste. Generally, they can be clubbed into 8 types. T here stands for transportation waste. Unnecessary movement of product, material, or information that is not directly associated with the value adding process. Processes should be as close together as possible, and movement should happen from process to process without any significant delays in between. Some examples can be unnecessary exchange of data between groups, or multiple storage locations and poor layouts leading to unnecessary movement of materials, parts, and products. Excess product, materials, or information not being processed is termed as inventory waste. This leads to additional cost and sometimes hides the actual problems in the system, leading to other wastages. Holding extra stock, raw materials, parts not in process like coal inventory, backlog of work in progress, unused resources are some of the examples. So our aim here should be to keep an optimized inventory. M stands for motion. Waste of motion is any unnecessary movement by man or machine or information that doesn't add value to the product or service. Some examples are poor workplace organization leading to excessive movement of people or equipment to perform tasks, excessive movement of process data or navigation systems, etc. Waiting refers to those points in the process when nothing is happening. No value is being added. Operators are wasting time waiting or idling for the next step in the process. Raw materials failing to arrive on time, setup time, waiting for approvals, decisions to be made, system delays are few of the examples of waiting. Overproduction means producing more than that is needed or before it is needed by the customer or next process. These may lead to other problems like inventory management and lack of resources for other important processes. Some examples are producing higher than demand, providing services not required, unused reports, and logs. Overprocessing is doing more work than that is required by the customer or next process without no extra value addition. Some examples can be giving 5 coats of zinc when customer would be satisfied with 3 coats on his product. These lead to long cycle times and may delay the processes. Defects, as we know, is always bad for a process or system, as these are deviations from the requirements. These are caused by rework, scrap incorrect information, lack of skills or incapable processes. Some examples can be customer claims, regrets, retests, etc. Skills unutilized is also a form of waste, which rises due to underutilizing people's skills, talent, and knowledge. This way we are not able to get the best out of a person or a process. Unclear or wrong information, inadequate training, skill shortage, incapable processes, non-utilization of tools to perform tasks are some of the examples of unutilized skills. A question arises in our mind: how do we reduce or eliminate these Q wastes? Here are some of the techniques used. For making any product right and avoiding defects, you need to capture the voice of customer properly. You can use many means like memorandum of understanding, technical delivery conditions, or a simple feedback on a mail. There are many ways of doing it. Choose the one that suits your system. Many problems or waste, like unnecessary motion, can be solved by simply following the 5S techniques. In a work area, it is important to identify the critical processes of your system. Waste like waiting time can be reduced by following critical chain project management or CCPM at your workplace. Poka-yoke can also help in elimination of various waste. Problem solving tools and techniques can also be used. For example, the 7QC can help to identify and solve issues of waste in the system. Visual controls or and-on can help in identification and elimination of waste. And there are many more ways to identify and eliminate Q waste from our system that you may research on. By identifying and eliminating these waste from our system, we can have many benefits at both company level and our workplace, like higher top and bottom lines, higher customer satisfaction, brand image, sustainability and growth, higher production at stated quality level, lower cost in time delivery, internal customer satisfaction, more value added time, more satisfying jobs, better motivation and self confidence, and meeting desired performance. Hope this episode has enhanced your knowledge about Q waste and how they affect our system. We understood what could be some probable ways for identifying and eliminating these waste. If it is so, then can you identify some waste in your system and write them in the comment section? Stay tuned for future episodes.